Today I'm going to explain three key measurements related to the anatomy of the wrist: radial inclination, radial height, and volar tilt. These measurements are crucial in understanding wrist alignment, particularly in the context of surgical outcomes and fractures. I'll also show how each measurement is taken and why they matter. So first, let's talk about radial inclination. So radial inclination is the angle made between the most distal point of the radial styloid to the most distal point of the ulnar articulation, and it's measured with a line perpendicular to the axis of the radius. Okay? A normal angle for radial inclination is 21 to 25 degrees. And so in this wrist, the angle is 26.70 degrees. And so it could be a little bit off, and this might indicate something such as dysfunction or increased wear on the joint if the angle is off. So next we're going to be talking about radial height. So radial height is a line that is from the level of the ulnar articulation, which is right here, the ulnar articulation, to the distal point of the radial styloid. And so a normal radial height is between 10 and 13 millimeters, and it's essential for ensuring proper alignment and load-bearing distribution on the wrist. A decrease in radial height is often due to fractures or deformities and can result in instability or limited wrist motion. And so here we see that this radial height is 1.34 centimeters. And so that's just about over the normal range of 10 to 13. But now we're going to move on to volar tilt. So volar tilt is something that we measure in the lateral view. Okay. This angle is formed by the plane of the distal radius and the long axis of the radius. Okay. So the normal range for the volar tilt angle is between 7 and 15 degrees. Tilt is significant because it influences wrist motion and the position of the hand during gripping and lifting. Okay. A normal volar tilt can change how the wrist functions and lead to discomfort or decreased strength. So here we could see that's the tip of the anterior aspect of the radius. That is the most distal tip of the posterior aspect of the radius. And so an angle is formed, which is the volar tilt. Here we see it's 7.47 degrees. And as I mentioned earlier, a normal measurement is between 7 and 15 degrees. Thank you for tuning in.